Hey guys, hi YouTube. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about PA schools in California. So there are so many PA schools in this country and it feels like more are being added every single week. Today we want to share the highlights of each PA program in the state of California and what we think is special about each one. So get cozy and grab your favorite beverage and notepad and settle in because California has so many PA schools. We'll be doing half of them in today's episode and we'll feature the remaining next week in another episode. Also, as a side note, how cool would it be to go to PA school in California? Not only is the weather absolutely fantastic, it's spectacular, but there's so much to do in this state. And even though you probably won't have much time to explore or play, you can at least study outside almost year round. All right, so buckle up or buckle down or whatever the saying is, and let's tackle California PA schools and what is so cool about each of these programs. Okay, first up is A.T. Still University of Health Sciences Central Coast campus in Santa Monica, California. So their curriculum emphasizes a mind, body, spirit approach, which is so important and something Beth and I think is somewhat lacking in a lot of programs, but it's helpful to understand as a provider so you can meet patients where they are, which will lead to better compliance for your patients. Also, there's a hometown scholar, which has advanced consideration. So this is something really cool and that we have not seen before. A hometown scholar is someone with a passion and drive for improving the health of their community, and a pre-PA can be endorsed by a community health center leader, which lets ATSU know the applicant has the heart to become the compassionate, community-minded healers they would like to have in their program. They also give preference to first-generation college students, underrepresented minority, and economically disadvantaged applicants. So if this is you, check into this program. A.T. Still University also has a lower prerequisite GPA requirement for applicants. They only require a 2.5 overall GPA and a 2.5 CASPA calculated science GPA. So if you have a lower than average GPA, maybe you didn't do so well in your undergrad, then this is definitely a school to think about. Next up is California Baptist University PA program in Riverside, California. This is a faith-based program, and this PA school also gives preferences to veterans, CBU or California Baptist University graduates, and students with an interest in serving in areas of provider shortages in California. Something unique about their curriculum that we absolutely love is their Global Health Engagement course. If you've been following us for any amount of time, you know we are passionate for and advocate for global health, so we love this. They also offer a really fun, unique clinical rotation that is in urgent care. Next program is California State University Monterey Bay campus in Monterey Bay, California, which is such a pretty area, by the way, if you've never been there. If you have a heart for volunteering and community service, this is your school. Definitely look into the school. They have a strong emphasis on community service in their curriculum. And because this is something they value, if you're an applicant, a pre-PA with lots of community service, consider this PA program. Another super interesting piece of this program is that medical Spanish is part of the curriculum. We love the idea of incorporating a second language into PA education, particularly in areas with a large population of English as a second language. You will be able to reach and serve so many more patients by being proficient in a second language. Finally, during the clinical year of this program, you get 2 family medicine clinical rotations. All right, next, Chapman University in Irvine, California is up. During the curriculum at this school, students get to participate in community outreach. Another really amazing thing here is that they offer merit-based scholarships. If you have done any research about graduate scholarships, you know that these are hard to come by, so this is something to look into. Researching the school, we found that they have an incredible lab and simulation curriculum. They feature comprehensive exam labs and exceptional simulations, including multiple simulation models and emergency simulations. Additionally, they also utilize a high-tech active learning center for a flipped classroom learning environment. So super cool curriculum and teaching styles. Next up is Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science, it's a mouthful, in Los Angeles, California. So Charles Drew incorporates social medicine throughout the curriculum, and this school has a strong emphasis on social justice. So calling all public health and pre-PA advocates, look into this program. They describe their program as student-centered, which is great because it indicates that you are valued and not just another number to them. This is backed up by the fact that they have a very small class size. Their class size is only 26 students. Another part of their curriculum that we liked is that they use the super fancy and high-tech Anatomage virtual dissection table, which if you haven't seen one of these, it is something like out of Iron Man. It's super cool and a very effective way to learn, very high-tech. Students in Charles R. Drew PA program also get to participate in service learning and community outreach opportunities during their time here. So if this is something important to you, add this to your list. Next up, Dominican University of California PA program in San Rafael, California. So Dominican University values and places emphasis on civic skills and social responsibility during the curriculum. This program also has several preferences. They give preference to applicants who are fluent in Spanish or have military and veteran status. During clinical year, you get 2 elective clinical rotations. So if you're interested in potentially going into several different arenas of medicine, you can check these out using these 2 electives. The next school we will be talking about is Keck Graduate Institute in Claremont, California. So Keck emphasizes developing leadership and entrepreneurial skills to create your unique career path as a physician assistant. Basically, they go above and beyond basic PA education to teach you the skills to be a leader in your community and create the PA position of your dreams. Keck uses an innovative curriculum with the active learning classroom model. And they also have early clinical experiences during your didactic year. They also have volunteer opportunities throughout the curriculum for students to participate in, and a community health course during the didactic year, which is a really neat addition to the curriculum. Finally, Keck values diversity in their applicants and their students. All right, next, Loma Linda University PA program in Loma Linda, California. So this is another program that integrates medical Spanish throughout the curriculum. Love this so much. Again, one of our favorite things that we've seen as we've been researching PA schools and highlighting what makes them unique. They also have a preventative medicine course and culture and community course during didactic year. Beth and I are all about preventative medicine, and Loma Linda has an entire course on this topic. Super cool, very unique. They also offer international rotations in Guam, Honduras, Sierra Leone, and Malawi, which is amazing. Loma Linda does have several applicant preferences, including candidates who are Loma Linda graduates, Seventh-day Adventists, persons from underrepresented populations, candidates with an ongoing history of meaningful community service, and military servicemen and women. All right, Marshall B. Ketchum University in Fullerton, California is up, and this PA school notes on their website that this is where faculty know you by name, and there's a family feel type culture. So they have a smallish class size of 40 students, and as a PA student here, you get to participate in collaborative community service outings with your faculty, and there is a strong focus on interprofessional education. There's also a public health course during the didactic year, which is really neat. Finally, the last school for part 1 of California PA schools is Point Loma Nazarene University in San Diego, California, which is a faith-based program. They blend service experiences into the curriculum, and they value applicants with strong academic backgrounds and higher GPAs. So if you're a pre-PA who has excelled academically and you have higher GPAs, then definitely check out this school. They also feature 2 elective clinical rotations, one of which is required to be a service focus, so love that. All right, so this concludes part 1 of California PA schools. Stay tuned for the remainder of California PA schools and their highlights next week. Remember, after you meet the minimum prereqs for the PA schools you plan to apply to, then you need to ensure that each program values your strengths as a candidate, and then you can look at each PA school's fine details to further narrow down your list of schools. Most important is to apply to the right PA schools for you who value your strengths to get accepted as quickly as possible. This is one of the number 1 mistakes that Beth and I see candidates make. So make sure you're applying to the right schools who value you, who value your strengths for the highest chance of getting accepted and as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you next time. Bye.